Ha! What it is, what it is, what it is, y'all. Y'all know who I am, but y'all don't really know why I'm here, do you? Nah, you don't. This is pretty much my final wrestling commentary of the year 2011. Yeah, that's right. It is. The reason why is it's because the holidays are coming up, and believe it or not, I'm not even really all that excited about Christmas this year, if you can believe that. I'm 23, and it doesn't feel like Christmas, and I've done everything there is to do. I've had the Christmas flavored coffee, the Christmas candy, watched all the specials, watched all the movies, all the TV shows, listened to music, and don't feel it this year. I don't get it. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm not really a kid anymore, but who knows? Hopefully I do get into the holiday spirit, hopefully within about 1 week's time, but we will see how it goes. And I'd like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas indeed for those of you that do celebrate. And I hope you all do have a wonderful and joyous holiday season. And there are many people in this video before I really get started that I've got to thank. First things first, thank you to the Wrestling Revolution. Thank you to Block. Thank you to Grim. Thank you to the Unsquared Circle. Thank you to ADTV Wrestling, CJ, K. Ross, King Fred. I miss you guys. Hope all is well with y'all. And Jericho Holic, Zamario, Grim Wrestling Show, all you guys within the Revolution. Block, thank you for being our fearless leader, and thank you for welcoming me into the site, guys, 2 years ago. And I look forward to continuing Top Rope TV with you guys every single Monday night. All right. And then there's other people I got to thank. Team Rai, thank you for sending me all those messages in my inbox, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Gold Dizzy. Thank you to Deluxe Man. Thank you to MXL Disturbed, Gilbert Blaze, Mr. Guns 3, 420 Goonie, LV5454. There's so many of you guys to thank, and I really, really appreciate and love every single one of you. I hope to even make videos with you guys sometime at some point. And Radius 2X, welcome, by the way. Yeah, thank you to all of you guys for all your love and support these past 2 years. The reason why I'm doing it now, like I just said, is because of Christmas, and my 2-year anniversary is not till next weekend, but I'm not going to be up here to do it. So that's why I'm up here now saying thank you to all of you. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some current event things, shall we? TLC is tomorrow night, and all I can say is that the one thing that I do want to see happen is, believe it or not, Zack Ryder needs to win the U.S. title tomorrow night, for the simple fact of Dolph Ziggler needs to be getting ready to be in the main event picture. I am ready to see him get in the picture. I think that he could drop Vicky, since Vicky has done enough for him, and Dolph Ziggler is good on the mic. If the WWE cut with these scripted promos all the time and let these guys go from the heart, maybe you'd have a better chance of succession, but who knows what they're going to do. I want to see Dolph Ziggler versus CM Punk in 2012 at WrestleMania. Dolph Ziggler is my early pick to win the 2012 Royal Rumble next year. I hope he does. And also, speaking of the WWE title picture, I've heard rumors that it could be Chris Jericho coming back on January 2nd, 2012. I do not know if it is him. I think, wrestling fans are too quick to jump the gun because you never know. It could be Brodus Clay for all you know. You never know. You fans out there that think you know everything are going to have so much egg on your face if it's not Jericho. You never know. You never know. You think you know it all, but you don't. Just when you think you got the answers, they changed the questions. Kane came back and he chokeslammed the hell out of Cena. Who marked out besides me? I know I marked out. I know you marked out. I know your grandmama and them marked the hell out. So Kane and Cena, I don't know if they should really have a match just yet. Maybe, a couple months down the line. But they better not make Kane into a jobber, because Kane has been a jobber for a very, 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 very long time. And it's hard to take him seriously. So hopefully now with the mask, now that he has that, hopefully things are going to really start changing for him. But we will see where it goes. Hopefully he does get another run with the world title. I would have to say that there is another guy besides Kane that is the most underrated guy in the WWE, and I will talk about him in a minute. Kane deserves at least one or two more world title runs. He deserves to even have one more feud with The Undertaker. Maybe not at WrestleMania, maybe not, who knows. But yeah, Kane, welcome back. And the second thing, Cody Rhodes and Goldust at WrestleMania. I want to see this. I love the old school versus the new school concept, and I would love to see Cody Rhodes retire Goldust. Goldust is one of the most underrated performers of all time. He could talk, he could wrestle, he could go. He deserves to work a program with his brother, and I would love if they got Dusty Rhodes involved in this. I think it would be awesome if they did that. I think that, if you can make this be to where Dusty Rhodes has a decision to make or something happens. It depends on how they want to play this out. I think it makes great television. So Cody versus Goldust, I'm pumped. Jericho's return, I'm pumped, possibly. And let's see what else is going on in current events right now. John Morrison recently left the WWE. Sucks for him, but he wants to do other things right now. And, I appreciate all the contributions. Hopefully, if and when he comes back, they bring him back as a heel. As a face, I like him, but as a heel, you do that much better. Your mic work is easier. Your moveset, it may be toned down to match the style of other heels, but that's the way that the wrestling business works. It is what it is. There's really not much you can do about that. But we'll see what they do with that. Karma will be coming back in 2012. I'm excited to see her come back. I know she's pregnant and had a baby. I hope they make it to where WWE's not going to play up the fact that she got pregnant or whatever. I just hope the fact that they say, oh, look, it's Karma. She's back. And I hope she goes after the Bella Twins. I hope she goes after everybody that she can. And I hope that she is going to be a mute. I don't want Karma speaking just yet. I don't want to hear her speak when she comes back. She needs to be that big, destructive, monstrous force because the WWE is so lacking guys like that, guys and girls like that today. So, Kia Stevens, welcome back when you come back. I will be very excited to see you. Let's see, as far as TNA, what's going on with TNA? Robert Roode is champion now. All right, cool. But not enough to really get me interested in the product. I know Hogan recently turned face a couple months ago at Bound for Glory, so he had to take time off so they can build toward another umpteenth return of Hulkamania one more time, brother. But nobody really cares. Ric Flair is still blading. Ric Flair, I really wish would get the hell out of wrestling for good. I never want to see him again, kind of thing. I wish he would get out. And I think in my last bit of news, all right, there's two bits. First things first, the WWE may change the title design. I'm only really going off of what the internet wrestling fans are saying. They may change the title design, huh? All right, cool. If they do, I hope they go back to like what Good Mike Work said. I hope they go back to the classic Winged Eagle belt because that's my favorite belt design of all time. Out of all the belt designs, that belt's the best. Don't care what anyone says. I would buy a replica belt if I could. And lastly, The Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 28. 420 Goonie also said, he thinks that this is BS that they're having this happen again. I would kind of have to agree because I do not want to see The Undertaker versus Triple H. I know why they're doing it, though, and I understand why they're going to do it. They're going to do it because they want this match to really carry The Undertaker. The only way that I want to see this work is I want to see God retire after this. Thank you to Off the Rope Show, by the way, too. I forgot to mention them. Yeah, coffee this late at night. I know, I'm crazy. But I want to see God retire after WrestleMania 28. Triple H no longer needs to be in that ring. He should be backstage doing what he can do to contribute to the product. That's how he should be utilized. That's what he should be doing. I don't want to see Triple H come back and tear his quad one more time. I want him to avoid that. The Undertaker. We all know that the streak is not going to end. Everyone knows this. Everybody needs to be aware by now that there's no way in hell that they will ever end the Undertaker streak. If they do, I would probably not watch WWE for a long time if they took away the Undertaker streak. The Undertaker is the first memory as to why I got into wrestling. It wasn't Hogan, it wasn't Austin, it wasn't Rock, it wasn't Macho Man, it wasn't Mr. Perfect, it wasn't Bret Hart, it wasn't the Rockers, it was the Undertaker. Seeing him at Survivor Series 1990, that's where it all began for me. And after WrestleMania next year, when The Undertaker goes, it depends if WWE can still pick up steam. And, let's see, what else is there? The next boom period. If we need to get another boom period going in wrestling, that time that it needs to happen is within the span of a year. We need to have a boom period by 2012. We need to get the next era going. CM Punk and John Cena. I know those guys really may not well be liked right now because CM Punk and John Cena, CM Punk lost a lot of steam after SummerSlam or whatever it was when he came back this past year. John Cena's been stale as anything since the last 5 or 6 years. Nothing has happened with him. So what are you going to do? Are you going to turn John Cena heel? Personally, I agree with the Lexman's idea. Let Cena be himself and tell these fans, go screw yourselves. I'm me. I'm going to do what I do. And that's how John Cena needs to be perceived as Mr. Anti. That needs to be this next era where these people just don't give a damn about anything or anybody. And let's see, questions to ask in 2012. Can Zamario go an entire Raw rant without cursing or insulting people in 2012? Can 420 Goonie stop saying that he's chilling on a late night, at least in one video, in 2012? Will I become a Zack Ryder mark or a Michael Cole mark in 2012? Is Booker T still going to say, oh, and what the hell is that? Right there in 2012. Is JR going to be back on commentary in 2012? Are we going to get a Winged Eagle design in 2012? Will John Cena turn heel next year? Well, whatever the case may be in 2012, I just think I speak for all of us when I say that for me, myself, and for you, the fans out there, that the WWE creative team does their best not to mess this up because they cannot afford to mess this up. They need to make this year perfect. They need to start lightening up. I know it's PG, but if they're really serious, you got to consider lifting some of your guidelines. I think it's a great thing that they're PG, but I really want them to start considering lifting some of the guidelines if they can. Bring blood in on occasion when the storyline or match calls for it, but make it a rarity. Let's see. Abolish the scripted promos and see if these guys can go on the fly. And let these guys wrestle the way they need to wrestle. If you're going to bring in old and new viewers, do that. That's how you got to do it. And basically, I also have to agree with people saying, yeah, they quit watching WWE for wrestling and they started watching it for entertainment. Hell, there's a way you can bring back wrestling and entertainment by doing all the things I just mentioned. I know that WWE is probably not going to do it because they are so money hungry, which is why I wish Vince McMahon would consider going the hell away. I wish he would give his book to Triple H or give him something to say, okay, now it's your company. Now you got to do what you can with it. I think Vince McMahon, sadly, will die with that company. I don't ever see Vince McMahon retiring or going away. I think McMahon will stay with that company no matter what until the day he dies. That's how it's going to be. Vince, you got to let your talent go, man. You got to let them do what they do. If you're going to bring in old viewers and new viewers, this is the way to do it. As far as the WWE Network goes, I know people have been wanting to know my thoughts on that. I think it's a great idea. I heard they're going to do the Big Four pay-per-views maybe on the WWE Network. We'll see how it goes. I don't know anything really about it. I can't really comment on that. So we'll just see what happens with that. And I think that's going to be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this long commentary that I made. And thank you once again to all those people. And one last thing, too, by the way. In the future, people, since this is my personal page, I will not just be talking about professional wrestling anymore. I've decided that I want to expand. I decided that I want to talk about real life things, talk about video games, talk about music, talk about movies, talk about anything that comes to mind. I don't want to cater to one, solid thing anymore. So if you don't like it, tough luck. For those of you that are sticking with me, I appreciate it every step of the way. Just know that this channel is not a wrestling channel. This is my own personal page, and that's how it is. Thank you for all that have stuck by me these past 2 years, and I promise to keep bringing you more content, more videos, more commentaries, and more collab videos in the future. Will I be doing collab videos in the future with people outside of the Revolution? Will I be working with more of the Revolution in the future? We'll be coming up with ideas. We'll be changing. We'll be expanding. Sign up to them. The Golden Turnbuckle Awards are coming up. The polls close Christmas Day, or not Christmas Day, the day after Christmas. So go to WrestlingRevolution.com, vote for people there, and we will be doing a special edition of Top Rope TV on that Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And thank you all, and I am out.